Hey, it's Birdman hanging out here for Birdman on the Mountain, and we're hanging out at White Mountain Entertainment Theaters once again with Lanny. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm having fun.
It's about to snow, and it's great.
So, Lanny, I gotta ask, because you're a huge Disneyland fan, are you upset that they tore out the ticket booths?
No. No, and here's the reason why. Walt Disney said it himself. Disneyland is never going to stop changing.
Awesome.
Okay, I mean, we're like paraphrasing.
Right. Yeah,
right.
No, but you're right. He said that.
So, if they take down the ticket booths, so be it. It's not part of Disneyland anyways.
Who's going to the ticket booths?
That's the thing. I mean, I think like 70% of all their people buy tickets online.
Right.
And then, and then they have now one ticket booth where the lost or the lost and found or the old pet area was. It is what it is.
So they're going to put in a restaurant there or something like that?
Portobello's.
Portobello's, yeah.
It's like a breakfasty type restaurant, I think.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
Have breakfast there. There you go.
Exactly.
Okay, so on to movies and theaters and stuff like that. It's getting a little chilly. No snow yet. What the heck, man?
You know what? That's, you call it, chalk it up to what it is. Call it global warming, call it position of the earth, call it, weather patterns. Yeah. I mean, these things happen. I mean, it's still in the droughtish type area. So, yeah, you gotta live it up to what we can, because typically when I was the last, 20 years I've been living up here, our snowfall has been more heavier in February and early March than it was in January. Yeah. Now, granted, we did have like January, our first snowstorm for, like a foot or two for a couple of years in a row, but it's always been later.
Yeah.
Than earlier.
It seems like the seasons are shifting to me. I don't know.
A little bit, but, like I said,
I'm not a meteorologist, and I'm not a weather forecaster, and I'm not a guy that understands that, and I didn't even play one in a movie, so, yeah.
Yeah, and think about this, okay? I mean, they're talking about global warming. They were taling about that in the 80s and, and 70s.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Remember, because I remember I was told that in the 90s that New York City would be flooded, so.
Yeah, and that hasn't happened yet. So.
Not yet. So,
I mean, it flooded once with that hurricane, but that was a hurricane.
But then it went back out. So,
yeah. So,
okay, so let's talk movies. Recently, took my kids to Zootopia 2. That was a lot of fun.
That was, and that was played since Thanksgiving. So it's got a lot of legs on it.
Cool. What else has been happening? What's been staying and had staying power? Did real good.
Let's see, staying power. Avatar. Obviously, David has been.
Yes.
David's been hanging around. We're losing SpongeBob, and we got Song Sung Blue.
Song Sung Blue.
Yeah, that is a Neil Diamond tribute band.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and in Wisconsin. So I never heard of the group because I wasn't from Wisconsin.
There you go.
So I'm like, oh, this actually was a thing. Okay. And then the Housemaid, based off a book.
Yep.
Then we got Anaconda still. That's a fun movie.
That looks like fun. My wife wants to see that. We just haven't had the time yet. Okay. But yeah, that looks like a blast.
That is a fun movie.
It's a movie about a movie, making fun of the movie, or yeah.
No. It's basically the guy gets the rights to Anaconda.
Right.
And then remakes the movie with his buddies because they all watched, Anaconda as they were growing up. And it becomes a thing, and then, twists and turns, and life is grand.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then our two new movies this week. I mean, this is pretty much the first week after the holidays.
Right.
We get Primate.
So Primate, I saw the trailer, I've known people that have owned monkeys.
Yeah.
One of them actually, Tony Stewart, race car driver. I'll never forget, we're in Phoenix, and he's coming out and he's got this big gash on the top of his head, and we're like, Tony, what the heck did you do? And he goes, my monkey, I get this little monkey, and in the middle of the morning, it just stands up and looks at me and goes, ah! And jumps at me and headbutted me. And I'm like, you shouldn't buy a monkey, man.
Yeah, I think it's more a chimpanzee, but
this is a chimp, you're right. Yeah. But I mean, I grew up with Planet of the Apes, so I'm not putting one in my house anyway.
But. No, they have thumbs, okay? Don't trust things with thumbs.
Yes, no, yeah. And as Zootopia says, you don't trust things with two thumbs.
Exactly. Can't trust humans.
That's right.
Then our second one's Greenland 2 with Gerard Butler.
Okay.
Basically, they're escaping the bunker they were finding.
Yes.
And then they're finding new places to live.
Okay, so it was like end of the world, and now this is continuation after the end of the world.
Yeah, and radiation doesn't end that way, so science is going to eat this one apart.
Well, let's just leave science alone when you're doing fiction, because you just bypass things, right?
Right, but it's a movie, so science doesn't apply.
Right.
That's like an Avatar, will never.
Suspended disbelief. That's what you have to do to watch a movie.
Exactly.
Right.
Because, getting the whole, person into a body and then sever the body. And yeah, that's...
You don't see this kind of dissection happening like with Wicked, right?
Right. No, but anyways, Avatar is just a fun movie. People seem to be enjoying it. So let the illusion happen.
Exactly. Yeah. They're 7 feet tall and somebody's inside them and maybe, I don't know, care. It's fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So besides that, we got Iron Lung coming out on the 30th.
Okay.
That was Mark Popular, whatever his name is. A lot of people requested it. Okay. I got it. And at the moment, I'm a little disappointed. No. Ticket sales. No, because I had like 30 emails and I'm like,
right, yeah.
When it first came out, it was for like 50 theaters. That was their limit, 50 to 100 theaters.
Yes.
And so I'm like, okay, there's no way in hell this is going to happen to Sholo because our market is so small.
Right.
That we cannot steal from like Flagstaff. We cannot Gallup or even Phoenix. So
people that are here.
So it is what it is. When I called them up like a week before the movie came, was announced. They're like, and I knew I was in trouble when they said, "Where's Sholo?" You knew you were in trouble. You knew you were in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
And the second question was, or the second response was, "Oh, just about 80 miles south of I-40." I know where I-40 is at. Is that Four Corners area?
No,
yeah, but south of that.
Yeah, way south of that.
Way south of that.
Like 4 hours or something.
So I was trying to get them, and they're like, yeah, we like your independentness, but you're not the market we're looking for. Right. And then all the responses that happened, then they're like, okay. They called me up and say, hey, you want it? Oh, yeah. Yep. And I got in both theaters.
Well, there you go.
So that's good news for them. The other fun thing we're going to have is also at the end of the month, our cult classic film of the day.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
It is Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
In the theater?
Stanley
Are
Kubrick.
You kidding me? I'm going to have to bring my wife. She loves that movie.
And that's at 9 o'clock, only at 9 o'clock on one day.
Which day is that?
Saturday.
Saturday the
31st.
31st of January, folks.
And it's $5.
$5, Clockwork Orange. You've heard it here first.
Yeah.
So, okay.
We're going to start doing this once a month. I got the first 3 movies kind of pinned, and then we're going to start doing some voting later.
Okay.
About, other movies, but
nice.
One of the movies I'm trying to get Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Nice.
And I haven't seen that. I mean, I've seen that movie probably about 2 weeks ago, but
yes.
I haven't seen it in theaters since ever, And then I want to do something Mel Brooks.
Yes.
I'm either thinking Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs.
Either one.
Or, I'm going to go with Robin Hood Men in Tights or, a silent movie.
Blazing Saddles, come on.
History of the World Part 1.
History of the World Part 1 is good too. Wait for the shake.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to do something Mel Brooks is.
Awesome.
But my first choice is always going to be Blazing Saddles.
Okay. Well,
I can quote that movie like there's no tomorrow.
White Mountain Entertainment Theaters. It's your local theaters here. There's 8-plex here in Lakeside and then the 5-plex down there in Sholo. Make sure you're checking in and movies are the place to see, it actual live. And, of course, remember, at the beginning of Avatar, that's where you get the Marvel teasers that are going on for a movie that doesn't come out until what, December?
December 19th or 18th, something around there.
Somewhere around there.
Same week as Avatar played.
Of course, yes.
So it's going to be that same week.
Okay.
And then, the week before Christmas.
Awesome.
And then...
anything else? I see.
I'll try to get my schedule up, see what we got, what we're playing.
He's actively looking at the schedule. We're right here in the office. So, you know, and I'm looking out there, of course, we got Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is playing still too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little bit surprised how long that lasts.
Yeah. That it has gained legs. I think some people are saying the second movie.
Yeah, last day is Thursday for it.
Thursday? Okay.
Okay, on the week of the 16th, let's see, something new, Bone Temple.
Bone Temple, that's 28 years later.
Yeah. Yep. Charlie the Wonder Dog.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be. The 23rd, we're going to do Hammett and Mercy.
Hammett and Mercy. Okay.
And then our film festival winner,
yes.
Dog Bite Murders, is going to be playing again on the 23rd of January.
Very cool.
And it's going to be the same for a week. The 30th, Send Help, Shelter, and that's all I got planned.
Yep. And then remember that 31st, Clockwork Orange.
Exactly. I hope people turned out for it.
Me too.
Because I like these, if these cult movies, you know, pick up, then I could justify doing it maybe like twice a month or something.
Very cool.
You know, but right now it's just once a month. And basically I'm giving it its own show time. So like at 9 o'clock.
Right.
And it's always going to be at 9 o'clock at the end of the month. So
Nice.
wherever that one at the month is,
Yeah.
that's where it's going to be.
Very cool.
So if it's a Sunday, it's a Sunday. If it's a Monday, it's a Monday. I'm not going to enforce like a weekend, or I'm not going to force that what you call it. I'm just going to say, this is what it is.
It is what it is.
People can count on it.
Awesome. Lanny, thank you very much for your
no
time.
problem.
We're here at White Mountain Entertainment Theaters on Birdman for Birdman on the Mountain, and we'll see you soon.
All right, we'll be here.